Tocvan is a mining exploration development company. It was created to take advantage of the prolonged downturn in the junior mining exploration sector. And with me is the CEO, Brodie Sutherland, to talk about the company and just give me an overview of what Tocvan is doing right now.
For sure. It's good to see you again, Jane. It's been a while, but you know, Tocvan, we are a gold and silver exploration and soon to be production company. We have two assets in Sonora, Mexico, which is a very mine-friendly jurisdiction. And what makes us stand out from other explorers is that we are on that cusp of moving that transition towards production with our Pilar project. We are doing a bulk sample right now to show that you can extract the gold and silver. And this is a low-cost jurisdiction, very mine-friendly, great infrastructure. It's the perfect place to develop a mine. And it's a very relevant thing with precious metals in the space today, with this very volatile environment. Yeah.
We were talking about how precious metals have all of a sudden gotten so much more attention because they're used in so many things that are in demand right now.
For sure. You know, we talk a lot about the gold that we have, and I mean, you know, there's a lot of history to that, but really we also have quite a bit of silver. And silver is becoming more and more relevant in electronics, especially in solar cells. So, you know, there's statistics showing that from 2008 till today, we used to use 0 silver in solar panels. Now we're using over 150 million ounces a year. So that's actually created a deficit in silver. We're not supplying enough to the market right now. And that's huge. That means we need to develop more mines to get that silver production
that silver out there. What is it about silver that makes that is good for solar panels?
It's an excellent conductor.
Oh, okay.
It's perfect for that. And so is gold, but obviously the cost ratio there, silver makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. And talk to me about the project and the advancements of it. Where do you stand? You mentioned a little bit about the one in Mexico.
Yeah, so both projects are in Mexico. Pilar, we've been exploring there for 3 years now. We're now doing a bulk sample again to show that you can recover those metals. All the preliminary results we put out so far have been extremely encouraging. We're seeing above average grade for the region, above average recovery for the region, which is all excellent indicators for us. And then our other project, P.Geo, we drilled for the first time exploring in December, and we hit mineralization there. And that's a huge area that we've got in our back pocket. It's about getting towards production and then the upside potential with that other project. So really, it's for investors that are looking in the gold and silver space, it's difficult to own a physical commodity, to trade it. It's cumbersome. So really, when you look at the companies that are mining and looking to produce it, there's, I think, a lot of potential there. Plus, there's upside from us as we grow and discover new things. So we really like where we're at, and we've got a lot of catalysts going up that'll lead us towards permitting for mine development, which is very quick in Mexico, more drilling to find more. So we're excited.
Well, I was going to ask about the catalysts. So what kind of things are kind of on the horizon that you're keeping an eye on that may be game changers for the company?
Yeah, so the bulk sample is a big one. Then we're going to move towards permitting that will actually allow us to develop the mine. In Mexico, once you submit that application, we're looking at about a year time frame to get that back, which is incredible. There's other jurisdictions, even here in the U.S., where it can take decades to get that.
I know. I've heard some stories about mining in the U.S. that.
Yeah, there's horror stories for sure, where that's what's important about being in a jurisdiction that allows this type of development. And so that's going to be a big thing for us. And then again, it's going back and exploring and finding more. We want to expand the land packages that we have and just keep growing as a company. We've come a long way from starting out as a small Canadian company a few years ago to where we are now, but we see a lot of growth. Yeah.
All right, and what is your long-term vision, finally?
It's moving Pilar towards production, turning that into a producing asset for gold, for silver, and then growing from there. Once we get to that stage, we no longer need to dilute our shareholders by raising capital. We're producing it. So that's our long-term vision. We also think as we go through that growth, there's going to be a lot of other producers that are surrounding us. There's a lot of open pit mines in Mexico around us that are going to be interested in what we've built there as their resources start to dwindle. So we think we're going to be in a good position in the future to, one, become a producer and potentially be a takeout target.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Brodie. Thanks for the update.
Thanks, Jane.
Okay.